Hello, welcome to OMAT. So glad you're here. We're going to get started with our 8 exercises that really help us self-improve. Why do I keep talking about self-improvement? Why do I keep attracting information that will help me better myself? Because I live with me all day. And if I don't take care of myself, it feels like a toddler is hanging on me, crying, screaming, and just writhing in pain. And if I take care of myself, and I am talking about taking a shower, taking a walk, taking a breath, when I do those things, my life is so much more manageable. So who's going to be with us forever, all the time? Who's going to be with me? Me. That's guaranteed. That's the only thing that's guaranteed. So let's take care of ourselves. Let's get into these exercises. First, let's get present. You're here. Be here. I know the body is here. That's a little bit easier, a little more evident. Let's get our mind here. It's not where you were last night. It's not where you're going to be later. The mind is here. As we get present, it's going to be a little bit easier to get into our first exercise, to get into our gratitude, and we're practicing it. We're practicing the other stuff all day. That person looks this way. Here's my judgment on that. Now we're going to practice looking for the gratitude that does exist and naming it. Let's try it out. Looking for one or more pieces of gratitude right now. Let's wrap for now. Finding the water. Why do I practice gratitude? I have to be with me all day, and I don't want to be around an ingrate all day. I want to be around someone who could see a well-rounded view of the world, so I practice that view. Let's keep going. I want to be around someone who has impulse, who doesn't have impulse control issues, who has an ability to take a step back, take a breath, decide what they're thinking, decide how they're reacting. Here's my practice. Let's sit in any comfortable position. Eyes opened or closed, and breathe. As we come back, find the water. What do I mean when I say as we come back? Sometimes I really just mean as we come back from being with ourselves, as we come back from stepping away for a minute in our mind, as we come back in our mind to this room. Let's keep going. Let's go into writing. You're going to go into your notebook. And part of it is I know where to write. So if I have extreme emotions coming up, I have this tool already, and now I'm going to practice it. So when I'm not in a friendly state of mind to myself, I have that ready, that practice, the tools. Let's practice. Let's look for one or more words to write and practice them now. Let's wrap for now. And we're practicing wrapping. Sometimes it's hard. You're just like, I just started, I'm on a roll, whatever it is. So this is the practice of pausing again, taking the water, and the practice of moving on. We are going into our next minute in life, and we're going to stretch. We're going to do a sun salutation or any stretch. I'm going to walk us through the poses of a sun salutation. Take the poses you like and leave the rest. Let's stand if we can stand and inhale the arms up. Deep inhale, look up, reach up, not with your shoulders, reach up with your arms and fold forward. And we're going to hang over our feet now. Relaxing the neck by maybe shaking your head no or yes. When you're ready, halfway lift with a flat back. Your back is now parallel to the ground. And let's from there get into our high plank. Plant your palms down right where they are on the ground. Step your feet back into a high plank and lower slowly all the way down until the whole front of your body hits the mat or ground. And then push your palms against the mat and look up. Your chest comes up. And let's meet in down dog. Hips up into an upside down V. And walk your feet forward towards your hands. Start rolling up, meeting the palms above the head, exhaling them down to the center of the chest. Pausing wherever you like. If you notice, I'm not in a rush. There's time for water. There's always time for water. And feel the warmth that you just generated in your body. We're going to take that warmth into our next exercise of plank. So we have felt a little bit about the strength of the muscles of our body. We're going to use that in this plank. Now we're going to use what our mind went through also. Maybe you didn't want to, but you did it anyway. Let's find a way to do things that are good for us even when we don't feel like it. Get in that ready pose and go in 3, 2, 1. Plank pose right now. This is where you promise to do the plank pose, and this is where you're going to practice getting into your promise. That's 10 seconds. Good job. And if you haven't started, you might sit there the entire time going, oh, I promised, I should. Instead of shooting all over yourself, join. That was 20 seconds. Now, I know this is getting challenging. Let's find where in our mind we meet challenges. For 30 seconds, practice talking to yourself like you can do it. What does that mean? Yelling at yourself, gently nudging yourself. What can you do for 20 seconds to stay up in this pose? Of course, let's make sure we're breathing. That's very helpful in this pose. And let's keep breathing for 10 seconds up in here. If you came down, come back up, even for the final 5 seconds, which you know counts. 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Woo, that was a minute. Stretch your way back. Catch your breath. Catch some water. And catch a little, I did that. There you go. You did it. Even if you came up into it for a moment, you know what it feels like in that moment. And that's a feeling that you generated yourself. So now you know where to get that from. Let's keep going. Let's go into our procrastination. If you froze in that last exercise, you might be afraid you're going to freeze for this exercise. And this is where we're going to warm the muscle up. that does the smallest thing and lets it count. You want to get the coffee ready for tomorrow morning, or the tea, or whatever it is. You want to throw something out that you've been looking at. You want to clean up your desktop. You do the smallest motion. Take your vitamin, anything, but take on a task right now. Let's wrap for now. And again, we're practicing wrapping. Why? Let's have some water as we think about it. Let's say I wanted to do my laundry, to fold my laundry in that minute. I probably can't finish folding my laundry, but I can respect myself enough to fold it for a minute, then let it go so that I do the next thing I told myself I would do. Now, if I fold my laundry for 1 minute, a few times a day, it's probably done, but I have to manage the emotions that come around it, and that's what we're practicing, part of what we're practicing here. Let's get into our next exercise. If this is tripping me up, I might want to let someone know. If something's making me sad, happy, enjoyable, whatever it is, whatever feeling that we can rattle off, or if something's not, anything, let's reach out to someone. Let's think of how we want to reach out to someone. Let's find some connection by looking for it now. Let's wrap for now. For now, find our water. And if you're finding, oh my goodness, I could not connect with not a thought, not a person, not anything, do not be defeated. You just exercised your mind. You're not going to see proof of that. It's not just going to grow when your head gets bigger. You exercised it. Let it be. Let's go into exercising. Now we're going to exercise our body for a minute. That doesn't mean it's going to grow or shrink in that minute, but we are doing the work. Let's do it. Get up if you can get up. Move whatever you can. Let's exercise. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. We're moving. We are moving. The gift that has been given to us, which is our body, and it can move in whatever way. Let's find gratitude. That's 10 seconds. How do I find gratitude? This exercise is my gratitude for my body. Thank you for working in any way that you're working. I'm going to work you right now. That's 20 seconds. So now I'm building the muscle to help my body work with me for the rest of the day. And for 30 seconds, let's put the energy that we have into it. Find in your mind where you find energy. Practice that in 20 seconds. And if you haven't started, no, it's not too late. Go ahead and start. Raise something, an arm and leg, whatever you can. And let's finish nice and strong for the final 10 seconds. We're at the countdown. Put whatever you have left into this exercise. And let's finish in 3, 2, 1. You're done. There it is. That's 8 exercises plus some hydration, some thought processes. Thank you for taking OMAT today.